green, but a lot of you guys may know me better by my hair and put my actual name here. This is probably going to fall, but I'm okay with it. All right, so are you guys ready for some Five Nights at Freddy's 2? To introduce some very special people here on this stage right now. This person is the captain of this ship, the director, Animatronic! And if she's the director, this next person is the Grand Fleet Admiral, the mastermind. Everyone please welcome Jason Love. Just a little bit. Listen, y'all need cheerleaders, y'all need a hype team like this. I mean, you already got it. Fans in the world. So
that was the first time seeing the trailer with audience, so that was really special. Hear you guys react to that.
I've only been asking for it for 3 years.
So let's talk a little bit about the trailer, shall we? I mean, the biggest part about this trailer is like the fans have been looking forward to the Freddy's animatronics, and you really wanted to get that right on the first try. It's been a big key for this. And you actually worked with the legendary Jim Henson's workshop to make it happen. That's some sick wow. Like, can you take us through like the decision-making process and just like the creative decision to go with Jim Henson to get it right for the first time?
Yeah, for sure. We really wanted to make the animatronics feel and act and move as practically as possibly. Versus the CG route, which is also incredible, but just didn't feel right for the nostalgia that Freddy's invokes. And we met with the Henson team, and they totally got that. They obviously have been doing that for decades, masterfully. And on top of that, they really recognized that Freddy's had this huge fan base, and that the designs from the game were really important. So they understood that the collaboration and bringing them to life in real life was like a crucial component that we really needed to get right and work with Scott on. And yeah, so it's been amazing. And in the second one, there's like more than 3 times as many animatronics than there were in the first movie. So it was epic. And the Henson team and Robert Bennett, who is our lead designer, just did an amazing job. Can't wait for you guys to see them. And you saw some of them just now, but there's even more.
So I'm so happy that you talked about there being more, because obviously they don't look the same as they did in the first movie, right? And I know a lot of fans out here will recognize some from the game that they were waiting for a long time. So can you talk to me about some of the biggest surprises, some of the biggest hurdles of getting these costumes and bringing them to the fans?
Yeah, I mean the sizes and dimensions of all of them are different, and the puppeteering is different. So figuring out how to bring each one to life, not only in terms of the design, but in terms of the movement and their characteristics, was really a challenge when there were so many. It was a little army of animatronics in the Henson workshop this time around, so it's so exciting, but wild.
It seems like a wild process, but it's paying off, right? Oh, wait, how did it look? Wait a minute, you see this guy right here in the front. Oh my God, we got a couple of them in here. That's insane.
We got a screen grab.
My gosh. Front row, front. Oh, okay, in the front row.
Oh, the full suit, sorry.
Full suit.
Yellow rabbit.
Gosh, best fans in the world, I'm telling you. Jason, you worked very closely with the game creator Scott Capone for years to develop the first film. And what was that process like, and what do you think connected the film to the fans in a very visceral way?
Well, yeah, we've worked on so many different movies at the company, and our experience with Scott was unique. And it was unique because Scott is really our guiding light and he was really, I worked with him for many, many years before we even made the first movie to really understand that he is like a lightning rod from himself to Five Nights at Freddy's to you guys, and that he hadn't made a movie before, but he understands obviously what he created better than everybody else. And I think what's unique about Five Nights at Freddy's and what you can all feel, what we can all feel, is that he's guided us in every step of the way. And we've taught him a little bit how to make movies, and he's taught us a lot about Five Nights at Freddy's. And he's kept it very, very, very authentic. And I think we're all really grateful to him for that.
You know, it's great because you saying that he had never made a movie before, you know what I think he's really happy about? Is that first film grossed $80 million domestically. And then it went on to gross $300 million across the entire globe, which is like a big achievement.
80 opening weekend.
80
opening weekend, yeah.
That's come on, like, yeah, let's get it right. Let's get it right, man. Was the idea of a sequel like already a foregone conclusion? Did you guys already look at each other and say, yeah, we're doing another one? Or was it kind of a wait and see situation?
No, I always think that's a very bad luck. I really encourage the creative partners that we work with, no matter how confident we are about the first movie. Now, if you start thinking about the second movie before you've completed the first movie suffers. But when it was received in the way that it was received, all of us, Emma and Scott, and we all said, there's so much more lore here, there's so many more stories to tell, and we embarked on making the second movie, but we didn't start the second movie, we didn't time the second movie until we were really happy with what it was going to be, and we worked for quite a long time on getting the script right.
And you can see all that hard work paying off into the screen, all the love that pours out, and the fans love it too. Now, I know you guys are looking at the other side of the table and saying, wow, that is a very empty...
I'm sorry they didn't make it.
It's okay. But you know what? I think we should now introduce those other people who are going to be saying,
They did make it. They are here.
right, let's get them out of here.
Let's do it.
Emma, would you like to do the honors of introducing everyone out here today?
First up, we have Teo Briones. Thetis Crane. Piper Rubio. And Josh Hutcherson.
Hey, guys, I think they like you.
Very nice. Thank you guys. Very happy to be here.
All right, I want to open this up to a newcomer to the franchise, Teo. Like, seriously, like, welcome to the franchise. We loved you in Final Destination. Yeah, Chucky, yeah, see, you know your stuff. I like
Chucky.
Shout it out. Now, you are no stranger to the horror franchises at this point. Were you a big Freddy fan before coming into this? What made you say yes to joining this project?
Freddy Fazbear, that's what made me say yes. I immediately, I got the call and I'm like, yeah, of course, I'm obviously doing this movie. It's so special. I've, obviously played the games when I was a kid, as I'm sure many of y'all did as well. So it's really special to be a part of something that, has been such a important cultural thing in for my generation. So it's been pretty cool.
Nice. Can you tell us a little bit about your character, Alex, who's, again, new to this franchise, and I'm really chomping at the bit to find out more about you because you're such a magnetic presence on screen, and I just want to know.
Thank you, man. Alex is the videographer in a paranormal activity hunters web show. And if you want any more, you'll have to talk to my lawyer.
Listen, anytime I hear someone's carrying around a camera in a horror film, I just look at you like, hey, don't die on me now. Don't die on me now, please don't do that. I want to throw this question over to Thetis. Listen, I told you this backstage, don't you die on me. I saw you walking in. I remember, okay? I gotta, listen, don't. Hey, like, your brother's gotta survived. But you play Mike's best friend Jeremiah, and he's a little worried about the potential romance that's happening between Mike and Vanessa. Can you like explain a little bit of that concern that's going on there?
Yeah, you gotta keep the circle tight, man. Like, you got your best friend relationship. That's a strong bond. You gotta protect that. So, no, the thing I like about this character is he's a vibes guy. And the vibe feels off. Yeah, the vibe feels off.
Very well said. Real talk. Very well said. Yeah, everybody got that one friend that as soon as they get to it, they'll be like, she want to go in that scary house and build some animatronics. I don't know, bro. You might want to leave her at home. But your character is described as somebody, you just described him as this. He kind of speaks what the audience is thinking. And these are characters that I find people gravitate towards the quickest because, again, they're the proxy for the audience. So can you talk to me, what do you like most about playing him and being part of Five Nights at Freddy's 2?
I think the most fun part about playing Jeremiah is that I wouldn't say much differently.
You're also a vibes guy.
Yeah, I'm a vibes guy, yeah. Yeah, it's been such an interesting fandom to discover. Everybody's been so dope on social media and reaching out. And, there's fan art. And it's all very interesting. There's very talented people out there. So yeah, it's been just a dope thing to discover. I had no clue, when I first heard about it. It was like, oh, this is big. Yeah.
Listen, who's out here some artists? I want any artists out here to do some fan art of Beatrice's character in the movie. Are we gonna get that going? Can we get that going? Yeah, you got your wish. We make dreams come true here at Comic-Con. All right, Piper. Hi. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. Now, only is this your first Hall H? You told me that this is your first Comic-Con, period.
Yeah.
How are you feeling right now? Tell me the vibes. Be the vibes person.
Very, very excited. This is incredible to see everyone that came here, everyone who has such a love for this franchise. And look, amazing. Look, wow.
Piper is always in a good mood. It's amazing.
So I'm really happy to have you here. This is a great first experience on a really great franchise. And I want to ask you a little bit about your character. Your character went through a lot in the first movie, but emotionally she's dealing with losing her friends, Freddy and his friends, and nobody believes her at this point. And you're also into robotics and you decide to create something for the science fair. Can you explain your motivation and why your character is doing this?
Well, definitely because she misses her friends. It's kind of a tribute, an homage, or a stand-in for her friends, for her, because no one believes her. She has no one to talk about it, so she has to make it so that it's like fill in the hole of them not being there.
You talk about filling the hole and creating. I'm guessing you're going to create animatronics of yourself. Which, if you were really doing it, I would say, please don't do that. I'm a very spiritual person. Okay,
She would want to.
don't
You want to make them, right?
I'm gonna make all of them.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna make all of them. Go full Tony Stark on some animatronics.
Better.
No one loves them more than Piper.
Well, Piper spends the most time with animatronics out of anybody in the whole film. Can you tell me some of your favorite parts about interacting with those animatronics?
It's really fun because seeing the animatronics alive and not on a screen like you're playing the game, they're actually there. You can hug them and it's amazing. There's also a lot of antics that go on with being with animatronics, such as malfunctions, the facial expressions or fingers falling off, which has happened. And the occasional foxes catching on fire.
It happens with that.
Yeah.
See, if I was to see a little girl creating these things after what she went through, I'd say, please stay away from that girl.
Too bad. Doing it anyway.
It's amazing too because Piper is such a big fan of Five Nights at Freddy's in general, and so every time I get to see her see them, it's like a level of her face lighting up with excitement, and like I know what these things are capable of. She runs to them to hold them and hug them. There's an instinct inside of me that's just like maybe just okay.
I know they're smart too, but I trust them more than you.
You do trust me.
And they trust me more than they trust you, so.
That also tracks.
Yeah.
This is like the darker version of the Little Mermaid when her father's telling him to get away from the humans, and she's like, "But Daddy, I love them."
That's what this is based on.
The Little Mermaid. That's Scott's inspiration for Fnaf, The Little Mermaid.
Yeah. You're here, folks.
This is canon now.
This is canon, everybody. You hear that? Direct canon confirmation.
Press,
Yay!
write it down. All right, Josh, while we're talking about you, man, look, first off, that applause you got when you walked in, I've only seen people like Kobe Bryant and Michael Jackson walk out to applause like that, bro. I'm saying, like, I dreamed my whole life of walking out and people go, oh my God, choo-choo. I got to witness it through you. I got the poxy, so thank you for that.
It's all yours.
Thank you. I'll take it gladly. But you kind of become a good luck charm for movie franchises between this and The Hunger Games.
Yeah, they really needed me for the luck.
Like, you're doing pretty well for yourself, man. Like, you're doing pretty well. But can you talk to me about, like, the surprise of, like, the fan love you've been receiving and being a part of a franchise as successful as this?
I mean, it's incredible. You know, I think it's rare that you get to be a part of something that so many people connect to. And, you know, I experienced that with Hunger Games in a very special, unique way. And I came into a very different world of Five Nights at Freddy's. And now to have people as well follow me into this world, go down this adventure with me, it's just like, it's so cool to be a part of something that has this deep of a love. And the fact that I'm allowed to be one of the people bringing it to life, just, you know, I'm so grateful to these guys and everyone here to have me be there running away from these giant scary things.
We can watch this all day, so hopefully we get a Five Nights at Freddy's 3, 4, sister location. Now, I want to talk to you about your character, Mike. Also, for the real ones, like, I've been rocking with this guy since Bridge to Terabithia. Like, I'm just saying.
You're too young, what are you talking about?
I was really young, and I loved every second of it. I also cried a lot. Let's get to the next question. Oh, God, it was a terrible childhood. Anyway, your character, Mike, went through a ton in the first movie, like raising a daughter, dealing with CPS. Like, we're talking like the animatronics thing was a little bit of a setback. Can you talk to me a little bit about where your character is now after having dealt with all of that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, Mike and Abby went through a lot in the first movie. And I think Mike is just wanting to get back to somewhat of a normal life. And so he's trying to provide stability for Abby. He's trying to find his way in the world. He just wants to have a calm, nice, normal life. But that just can't happen in the Fnaf world.
Yeah, that's my fault, sorry.
Yeah, well, it's okay. We'll talk about that later. No, you know, it's. I think it's really just that. You know, I think that Mike is in a way trying to. He's got all this trauma and stuff that he's lived through in the first film and that story, and he's, I think, just trying to fake it till you make it without fully working through all that stuff that happened. And then it happens to him again. So I don't know. Poor Mike. I don't know. He's going through it, but you know, I think that the cool thing in this movie is the bond between Mike and Abby is extremely strong. And you know, I think that what happens in this film, it gets to a place and it then is also stronger. So that's it. Yeah. That's all I can really say.
The interesting thing about this is always tough when a brother has to step into the role of a father, right? And so that just kind of compounds everything because a lot of brothers are not ready for that. They want to live their own lives. And the way you go through those arcs, incredible, man. So appreciate you for that.
Thank you.
One performance that I think we all really appreciated was that of Matthew Lillard in the movie. He was having himself some fun, like a lot of fun. We had fun with him, but unfortunately he couldn't be here today to kind of like, it's okay, you know, we're gonna try and carry on without him. But, because what?
We've got cosplayers.
He always comes, right? Well, he did come back with a video message for everybody here at Hall H. So I believe that's the cue to play the clip that Matthew left us.
Hi everyone. Hi, it's me. It's Matthew Lillard. Hi. First of all, sadly I am not with you I'm up in Vancouver shooting, but you're in Hall H. That's so insane. It's so crazy that our little movie has like graced Hall H. That's where epic, huge blockbuster films show up. So first of all, that's the big thank you for everyone showing up, supporting the film, and making our movie an absolute monstrous hit last year. Second of all, I just want to say real quick, thank you for having me as your Wim Afton. I know how much this character means to the fan base, and I have been embraced and loved in so many ways. So thank you so much for having me. I take an unbelievable amount of pride in playing this part, and so thank you. And then the third thing is, you guys, the movie's gonna be sweeping him to the stage. Put your hands together, scream loud, scream louder, scream. Thank you everyone, much love. Enjoy San Diego, have a blast, goodbye.
Hello, everybody. How amazing is Matt Lillard? Isn't he the best? Thank you for being here. I can't tell you how honored I am to be a part of this family and to be a part of the fandom now that is really voracious. So thank you.
I'm very honored to have you here myself. And I'm not gonna lie, I got starstruck when I saw you back there. You shook my hand and it's still kind of shaking a little bit.
Mine too.
But listen, I think a lot of people are here because now that they see your face, I think they want to get confirmation on who exactly you are playing. There's been a lot of speculation on your character in this movie, and I'm here to ask you, can you confirm once and for all, who are you playing in this movie, and how does it feel to be welcomed into the Freddy's universe?
I cannot. I wish I could, but I was told I cannot. I will say I play somebody with a very particular and specific past, and somebody who has a deep emotional tie to what's going on. Other than that, I'm not really allowed to say. I'll defer to your lawyer.
We have the same lawyer.
Listen, the people came here for answers and they're leaving with more questions.
I know, I apologize.
Sorry.
That is Fnaf in a nutshell. And that's how we like it. That's why we like it. Now,
That's not what you like, then why are you in this room?
so I'm sure that people are losing their minds already because we're having a Scream reunion, like in the franchise. Wow. And I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about that in a second, but can you talk to me about like your friendship with Matthew Lillard? Like, do you guys still keep in touch? And like, how does it feel to now be a part of two iconic horror franchises?
We have kept in touch over the years. Initially, in the first, 10, 15 years after Scream, we were headed in different directions. I didn't really get to see him that much. I started doing the signing convention circuits and stuff like that with Matt, and we've gotten very close. He is one of the greatest human beings I've ever known. He really is. Everything you see, he is a light to so many people and such a good-hearted human being. So I'm honored to call him a friend now, yeah.
Incredible, man, incredible. Now, I've noticed something about you too. It seems that you guys are following each other into your respective movie franchises. Obviously, you both did Scream together.
Yeah.
And you were like kind of carrying on into the later films. And now Matthew Lillard is confirmed for Scream 7. Yeah, and I think that's incredible.
Yeah.
And then he does Five Nights at Freddy's, and I imagine you give him a call, hey man,
Yo, bro, I need a job.
I got a job for you.
can I get next?
Come on.
I love that. I love that relationship that you guys have. Now, this is a question for everyone. These are my own personal questions, my burning questions that I need answered. So, if you were to walk around the convention center disguised as Freddy's animatronic, which one would you choose and why? I'm gonna start with you, Emma.
Alright. Well, you guys this one on the trailer, but I'm gonna go with Withered Bonnie.
Jason?
I already have been Freddy, and I would never want to leave Freddy now that I've been Freddy. So, gotta stick with Freddy. I'm very fond.
I like that. You can't separate it. All right.
I'm gonna go with Cupcake. Then I get carried around
Oh.
and just like lose it, and then I can take off. like Cupcake on the tray. You know? It just sounds nice. It's a lot of walking in here. You know?
Who's gonna carry you on this panel? Okay.
Oh, that's very interesting because I was about to say that probably Chica
Oh.
because I know her best.
Oh.
So, yeah.
It works out.
Cupcake,
Hey.
Chica. Yay!
Match made in heaven.
Yellow Rabbit. Yellow Rabbit. I mean, first off, it's a tall costume. And I need the leg room.
I feel you, man. Totally.
But also, it's such a creepy vibe, man. It's like, oh, I love the creepy stuff.
Maybe Foxy, because this is a pretty big convention center, so I gotta be able to move pretty quick, you know, run around the halls. And also, he seems like a chill guy. When he kills you in the game, he just sort of like pokes his head in.
Hey, you're dead.
Yeah, it's alright. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, that's my choice as well, Foxy. I don't know, it reminds me of Billy Idol for some reason. Yeah, so I dig that.
Some good answers. I love this.
What's yours?
Oh, I'm a rational confidence type of guy. I would have to be Freddy myself.
Okay.
I almost was Freddy, like standing up here, but then Jason said no, and we got into a fight.
It's better. It's better.
Yeah, it's better, right? You gotta listen to this. You gotta listen to this. All right, so the thing that I love about this franchise, video games, movies, you name it, is that it is steeped in lore. Like even before I got into it, everyone was just saying, the lore. You gotta know about the lore, and I gotta know. Acting and the lore, and research, it goes hand in hand. So I need to know, did you guys do like a Matt Pat deep dive on YouTube? I need to know this for my sanity.
Yes, I have. I didn't really know what Five Nights at Freddy's was when I got the audition for the first one, and I was like, this is a horror game. The horror game with the scary bear. And then I flipped the page, and it was the horror game with the scary bear. And then I had watched Matt Pat before I had become a Fnaf fan, so I was like, okay, I wonder if Matt Pat has any videos on this. Yeah, there's like about 100. So that was fun. I also have a couple theories of my own. I've lost myself in the lore, and I cannot find my way out.
Yeah.
Some people here might be able to identify and understand that feeling, getting lost in the lore. Maybe. Some people here might understand that. Maybe. Okay, cool. It's so funny because when Piper and I, every time we hang out, like outside of shooting, I get like a 2 to 3 hour breakdown of like the lore and breaking down this character and their backstory. How they came from here. And now that actually is this good. And the fans like you're in it deep. She's the best resource for me to have on set. You know, I don't know much about the lore. I am existing as Mike and experiencing. And I do glean some things from Piper's insight. And if I never need something answered, I just, like, hey Piper, what's up with the spring truck? What's that? Can you run that back by me? Yeah? Okay, great, thanks, got it. Let's go. And that's kind of my process.
So Piper, I'm gonna put this on you. Sit him down in front of the nearest computer and have him watch at least 100 hours of that.
Okay, will do.
Yeah, I got the time.
You got the time? You make it happen?
Yeah, sure.
All right, excellent. All right, so obviously, you have animatronics on set. Horror sets just inherently freak me out. And I just want to know, was there a moment on set where you guys got genuinely freaked out when the animatronics were there?
I loved all of it. It was amazing.
Sometimes I was the one terrifying people.
Oh.
Yeah. You get scared sometimes.
Josh, we were walking around set, I think this was on movie 1, maybe it's 2, walking around on the stage in New Orleans where we were shooting, and the lights got turned out.
Oh yeah.
And we were just by ourselves, the crew wasn't on set or anything. I don't think we'd started shooting yet. And all of a sudden we turned around and there were cardboard cutouts of the animatronics, not even the real animatronics, and they spooked us so bad. It was a jump scare moment.
It's a good jump scare.
Yeah.
IRL jump scare. Those were
IRL.
great. Yeah, it was fun.
I can imagine you as the director being like, I didn't okay this. What's happening here?
We're like, oh, what did we get ourselves into?
Now that I think about it, I think there was a moment where I was like walking and I did not see, there was like an animatronic sled on the floor and I was like walking and then my set teacher was like, hey Pepper, and I was like, yeah, and then I saw it on the floor. Hi!
One of my favorite things is like when you're walking around on set, and obviously we have puppeteers inside these insane costumes, and they're very heavy, very complex, and you have other puppeteers with remote controls controlling expressions and stuff. I love when they like take their heads off, and there's like eating sun chips. That's when I'm like chill with them, like, oh hey, sorry, yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's really funny when they have like their torso and their head off and they're just wearing like the animatronic pants.
Yeah.
Cool pants! Yeah!
Yeah, I always thought like when you was to take one of their heads off, it would kind of look like a Furby after you took the fur off. And have you guys ever seen that, like a Furby with like the fur off?
Yeah.
The most terrifying thing you ever see in your life, and that's what I kind of imagine like off of that. Now, I want to talk about like the shooting process a little bit. Like I'm pretty sure you guys did a lot of night shoots doing this film. I think what I'm trying to ask is, did you guys shoot 500 nights of Five Nights at Freddy's?
500? I don't think that.
I wish it was 100. That would be lovely. I want 5 years at Freddy's. That's what I want.
5 years of Freddy's. I like that. I like that. That's a new game right there.
The shooting for these movies is, as you can see from this trailer, even the second movie especially, it's a lot more animatronics. There's bigger set pieces. There's more kind of high energy stuff. And we have multiple Freddy's franchise locations. And so it was just bigger, you know, so for that there's a lot more shooting days and complicated sequences when you're trying to manipulate these, like Emma was saying, these massive puppets through these small spaces sometimes. It's very complicated. So we spent not quite 500 nights, but a good amount of nights. Sufficient amount.
It felt like it.
No to 500.
Yeah. Emma asked for 500
I
nights.
did. The budget didn't come in very
Both 1 and 500 nights a little less sad.
I'm sure everybody would love 500 nights. Now, I was told that we was gonna have a big clock to know if we're running over on time. I don't see a big clock. Do you guys see a big clock? Looks like it's 500 Nights at Freddy's here. Hall H, 500 Nights of Hall H. But I think we should open it up to some fan questions. We got a nice little line happening right over there. So let's bring up the first question for the panel.
Hi.
Hello.
Can I take a moment to say thank you to Josh for being my date to my middle school dance last year?
You're welcome. That's a really tiny me, but I'll take it.
My question is, if the cast was, who's the cast favorite Fnaf 2 animatronic? Mine's Toy Bonnie.
FNAF 2 favorite animatronic. That was the question, right? Did I get that right? Okay. I'm
NDAs, people, NDAs.
Let me just consult with my team for 1 quick second.
Hold up, we're negotiating.
Don't worry, I got you.
Yeah, you can say that.
Scott is flinching.
What you gonna say?
They know.
Just Freddy. No. Mangle. Mangle. What Jim Henson's puppeteering team and the creators and designers inside of that world brought to life with Mangle is like, I don't know. It's just it's such a other level of puppeteering and complicated everything. It's just so cool to see that brought to life.
Hi. Hello. Hi. Do you guys think you'll ever make a Five Nights at Freddy's security breach movie?
Do we think we'll make a five? We really hope, like Matthew Lillard said, we really hope so. If enough people go see the movie, we'd be very excited to make Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Very excited.
And for a security breach, that's a Scott question. You have to throw it on the Reddit forums. Let him get into it.
Hello, everyone. My question is, the horror genre has been used with evil intentions in history, but do you believe that you can use horror stories such as this one with good intentions to send good lessons and good messages to the audience you're reaching out to?
Should I say that?
I couldn't quite hear everything.
Can you speak a little bit more
Sorry,
clearly
a little
into the
louder?
mic?
Get a little closer to the microphone, my God.
All right. The horror genre has been used with evil intentions in the past from filmmakers, but do you believe that you can use horror stories, such as this one, with good intentions to send good lessons and messages to the audience you're entertaining?
That's a great question. So there's a lot of dark lore in Fnaf, as you all know. And it's for kids. So this is a complicated thing, I thought, initially, when Jason first called me and told me about the potential for this movie. And I think, as Piper can really attest to, it's something that kids have found really nuanced and embraced, and part of, I remember scary things as I was a kid. Actually, Henson made a lot of them. And that was a part of my childhood and into my adulthood. This is all to say, I saw how the fans were responding to that and wanted more and thought, okay, there's some heart to this. It's not just the scares. And on top of that, we were building these characters, Mike and Abby in particular, and there was so much heart to that story. So I think it's like finding the layers of humanity within the horror genre, or any genre really, that creates the balance, if you will. What do you guys think?
I mean, I think so, as long as you don't follow the William Afton route.
Yeah, William Afton is not someone to emulate.
If nobody got that yet, don't be like William Afton.
That's the message.
Then anybody missed that. It's the moral of the film.
Yeah, don't be like William Afton.
No, but I think, always like genre films across the board, whether it's horror, sci-fi, fantasy, things like that, it's such a great space to explore different themes of like heroism, of family, of standing up for what you believe in. And I think that it's an amazing way to immerse people into a world and bring them in really closely. And then throughout that, they kind of learn through osmosis some nice themes.
It's also horror, and on the flip side, horror a lot of horror are cautionary tales of things not to do and reasons not to do them.
But we love a villain.
I see Abby playing with animatronics and running off into abandoned buildings, and it makes me wonder, maybe I should get one of those child leashes for the kid. That's the moral of the story for me as a parent. I think we have time for one more question. Step up to the mic. And we still don't have a big clock, so let us know if we're going over, because we could yap all day.
Hi. My question is for anybody who would like to answer, but especially Josh and Ski. My question is, what animatronic would you be most afraid of if you were in the game?
I don't know. I mean, probably Freddy if I was in the game. But, Chica if I was in the game. But I don't know that I'd be scared of any of them.
Okay, tough guy.
Honestly,
Thank you.
It's hard to be scared of anything when you're Ghostface, I'm just saying.
Right.
they're my friends. Probably like Springtrap from Fnaf 3 because it's William Afton. He killed all those children. Because I don't see myself being scared of the other ones just because I know like, oh, these are ghost children. They died.
Fair.
More.
That's what I was gonna say.
I don't. Cupcake kind of would freak me out.
I'll come at you fast.
Yeah. Not, hands are what they used to be.
Oh, everybody answered. Cool. We're gonna yap up here until they like literally like drag me off the stage because I got some personal. Wait, there it is. Oh, there it is. We got 15 minutes.
We're over 15 minutes? No, we have 15.
We got 15 minutes, so we can just keep yapping, and I love this. So I have a question for Emma. So as scary as the first film was, this new film kind of tackles like new depths into horror. Can you talk to me about like when you first saw that screenplay, what was running through your head, and what attracted you to like doing this film?
Yeah, I mean, I think what Josh was saying earlier, that all the set pieces are bigger, how we were saying there's more than 3 times as many animatronics as there were in the first movie, like the stakes just felt so escalated and exciting. And there's so much more action in this one, you guys, with the animatronics, and that was incredibly exciting. And then I personally, and I think with this team of people, and hopefully you guys too, have become so invested in Mike and Abby and Jeremiah and the new characters that you will meet soon. And it just was like an incredible opportunity to get to continue their stories and expand on them. It's really fun. I can't wait for you guys to see it. I'm not sure what else to say. No spoilers.
No spoilers here. We got you. Now, this is a question for everyone on the panel. I really want to know, like, which one is your favorite Five Nights at Freddy's game? I'm sure a lot of fans would like to know your individual favorite games in the franchise if you have one.
I tried playing the first game one time and I was not very good, so I stopped playing. There, I said it.
I also have a confession. I've only played the first one all the way through and most of Security Breach because I kept getting stuck on the daycare because I kept glitching through the floor.
I'm like, I like to be good at things, but if I'm not, I just stop doing them instantly. And I was very bad at this game. I was very frustrated. And I was like, I'm gonna live it.
I'm the same exact way, bro.
I can give you tips.
Yeah, okay. I know you can give me.
I am going to play the rest of the games, just so you know. I'm not stopping there. Yay.
I have a confession. Horror games freak me out, and I haven't tried yet. I'm going to.
This is a safe place. It's okay.
It's been a long winding road, man. But like horror games, I just turn it off.
Okay.
But I'm gonna give it a shot because I am very curious, and it seems like if this many people love it, then it might be worth trying.
I just love how you went from saying real life animatronics. I love that. Video games? Oh no.
If you get my imagination involved, it's a wrap.
What about you, Tam?
I think the fourth one is the one in the bedroom, right?
Woo! Yes.
That one, no matter how many times I play that game, it is still so genuinely horrifying. The first 3 games, I feel like you play through it a couple times, you get over it. The 4th game, no matter how many times I play it, it's always terrifying. So, the 4th.
Playability, really big. What about you, Steve?
I'm a little bit like Josh in that I tried when I knew I was going to enter this world to play the game, and I had no idea what I was doing. And I've been a gamer, and so I ran out of time, or I gave myself a time limit, and I didn't figure it out. So unfortunately, I have not, but I'll try again.
You and Josh very honorable in that sense. Like, hey, I'm out. I can't do it.
Yeah.
We're in the same boat, man, for sure. Now, we're talking about like one of the best horror franchises out right now, and personally as the movie guy, I really want to know individually, what is one movie that terrified the ever-loving crap out of you? I'm gonna start with Emma, because Emma's like, I got something to tell you.
Carrie, and also,
Okay, one more TV.
I'm gonna say Carrie.
Carrie.
The original, but what I was something related to what I was gonna say is they're rebooting it as a TV show, which I'm amped to see Mike Flanagan's making it.
Mike Flanagan, shout out Mike Flanagan.
So yeah.
Jason, I can't imagine you getting terrified of anything, so this is a very curious.
It was 100 years ago. I was 10 or 11 years old, and the VCR had just been invented, if you could believe it. And my cousins lived in Los Angeles. I lived in New York, but I was visiting them, and I was left alone in the house, which was typical. And they had recorded Friday the 13th on a VHS, and somehow I got my hands on it, and the video machine was about this big, and I stuck the tape in and I played it, and it was I'll never forget it. First of all, I didn't watch a horror movie for until I was about 28 after that, and I couldn't sleep for many nights, and it was very, very disturbing, and I think it led to a wonderful time in the horror movie business.
A movie that tormented me, not a horror film, I don't think, but scared me to death, was The Wizard of Oz.
Yes,
I don't know why, but like I saw that movie.
The monkeys, wasn't it?
When I was a kid, I would have recurring nightmares of the Wicked Witch just floating outside my bedroom window, just looking at me and smiling. It's not a movie for kids. And then I'd wake up and I'm looking at this thing. It was like,
It's not.
like literally now to this day, as a grown up, I guess I'll call myself, I still like get freaked out if I see like the OG Wicked Witch of the West. Like that comes on the TV, I'm just like, why do I feel this way?
I'm gonna let you know, like, The Wiz's Little Munchkins, equally as terrifying. Like, I don't know.
I will never watch it then.
Yeah, don't watch it. It's equally as terrifying. What about you, Piper?
Long time ago.
And you're too young
When
to
I
say
was 6 years old. It's really not that long ago, but it feels like it was because I'm only 11. But a long time ago, I was watching Coraline and I freaked out. I was so scared I had nightmares and I was like, I'm never watching that again. I'm never watching that again. I watched it again recently. It's actually, I really like it. I just kind of forgot about it for a while, which is why I hadn't rewatched it sooner. I don't think I like remembered anything about it. I just was like scared of it. I was like, ah, spider in the sea, cat.
And that's that.
Yeah.
But then you watch it again, and now
Yeah.
you're like, oh,
Yeah, I don't think movies have really scared me like that ever again. After that, I think that just it built an immune system to it.
perfect.
And also, you know, I've been with horror like for a lot of my life, and you know, being surrounded by it, I guess it just made me into it.
That's it.
All right,
Yeah.
so we're winding down to the panel. So let's quickly get the most terrifying movies we got, Mr. Crane.
The most terrifying movie I've seen is a newer one, Late Night with the Devil.
Oh, yes.
Boy, howdy. I had nightmares about that movie months after I saw it. Like, oh.
We don't deal with the devil, man.
We don't deal with the devil.
Dale?
Okay, don't laugh, but Journey to the Center of the Earth. Dude, no, because I saw, like, why isn't the government doing anything about this? There's all this stuff going on.
Your thought went to the government? That was amazing.
Horrifying.
The government should do something. It goes to the center and there's a world. What are they doing? It's creepy, man. It was supposed to be a horror film, yes.
For a long time, it was The Exorcism of Emily Rose. That movie terrified me. It was the only movie I've ever turned off because I was like, I gotta watch the rest in daylight. I can't watch it at night. But more recently, When Evil Lurks, if anybody's seen that, such a great movie. Really unique and different and terrifying.
Those are all great picks. The Shining was it for me. Like, Shining it's the isolationism of it all. I don't deal with cold either. So like the snow just terrifies me. I'm a California boy. Sorry, LA specifically.
You see Black Phone 2, speaking of Scott Derrickson.
There's
a lot of snow.
I saw the trailer and I said, hell no. I'm gonna see it. Man, Mason Banks is incredible. And so I think that is about it for this panel. I think that wraps it up, unless we have.
Wait, no, but Juju, we came all the way to Comic-Con. Like, can we give, like, Emma, we have that thing, right? Can we show them that one thing? Team meeting.
Maybe there's a thing. There might be a thing.
We can, right? Let's go show you one thing.
Thank you everyone for joining the podcast. We love you guys so much. You guys take care. Happy Comic-Con.
Woo!